Hi everyone, welcome to Karen's Corner. Thank you for joining me. Hope you are well and happy, and whether it's the beginning of your day, the middle, or the end, thank you for joining me for this meditation. So I thought we would work today on just breathing a little bit and being and relaxing and softening. I think we could all use a little softening and relaxing. You can see that my room has changed just a bit. I'm exploring new areas in the house and just kind of mixing it up a little bit. So today's reading, when we get to the meditation part, is coming from one of my favorite poets, Dana Folds. She's a lady that lives in the Berkshires over on the East Coast, and the name of the book is One Soul. I've read from her before. Actually, I read from her lots of times in my yoga classes, and I used this reading today that you're going to hear today in my yoga class this week, and got so much positive feedback how it touched so many hearts. So I hope it touches yours as well. So wherever you're at, just come to a seat here and just take a few moments to stretch, roll the shoulders back and forth. We'll do a little bit of movement before we get to the meditation, just letting go of whatever it is you brought into your space. Maybe stretch the fingertips, take the breath way beyond them, and grab one of those wrists, give it a nice stretch through the side body. A little bit of movement back and forth. Yeah, just playing with it a little bit, bending the elbows, straightening them, finding out all those little sticky parts in our body. And don't forget to take in the other side as well. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, bring both feet to the floor. Walk them wide, wider than hip width. If you're sitting on something, go ahead and nudge yourself away a little bit. Palms can come behind you for support. And then just begin to move the knees from side to side here. Taking your time, there's absolutely no reason to rush here. And again, just noticing where you might be holding on to something. And we're just noticing. We're not judging ourselves. We're not letting any stories run in our heads. Yeah, that can be very easy to do, right? Beautiful. And then the next time those knees are over to the right, go ahead and lift yourself up just a little bit so the heart comes back over the bent knees. Take an inhale here. So you lengthen through the spine, and then in your time, just gently begin to walk your palms away from you. Melting yourself over the bent knee. Again, no need to rush. Enjoy the journey here. Coming down just as far as is comfortable for you. Soften through the shoulders, the back of the neck. Learning to relax just a little bit. How many times during our day when we say, gee, if I just had a few moments to relax, well, here's your time. But sometimes relaxing takes effort, right? Sometimes easy takes work. Nice. And then when you're ready, go ahead and push the earth away from you as you rise all the way back up. Work yourself back to center. A few more movements back and forth with the knees. And then eventually release the knees in the opposite direction. Good, lift yourself up, shift the heart over the bent knee, take an inhale here, And then once again, in your time, walk the palms away from you. This side you may come down a little more, maybe not. Close your eyes, see if you can relax just a little bit. So usually in stillness, you may notice things that push up against you. A telephone ringing in the background, maybe somebody knocking at the door trying to let themselves into your space. A pet wanders across, wanders in, wants to be a part of your practice. Yeah, go ahead and let the world spin. Just take this moment to be with yourself. Good, a couple more breaths here. Not rushing the breath, not rushing the stretch. And then use your arm strength to lift you all the way back up. Nice, bring yourself back to center. A few more movements of the knees back and forth. Oh, how those hips get tight from sitting in front of our laptops, sitting in the car, or sitting at soccer games, sitting in front of the TV. Nice. And then slowly work your way to a comfortable seat. If you have a blanket or a block, prop your hips up a little bit so the hips rest above the knee points. That'll keep the natural curve in your spine. Legs can be straight or cross-legged, whatever you're comfortable with. Bring the palms to the legs or to the knees. Sit up nice and tall. A couple shoulder rolls forward and back. Nice. And then we'll do a few seated cat-cows. So on an inhale, you're going to offer your heart forward, slide those shoulder blades toward one another. Exhale, pull the belly in, chin comes to the chest. Go ahead and move with the rhythm of your breath here. Nice, and then gently let your heart come to rest over your hips. Sitting up nice and tall once again on an in-breath, float the fingertips out and up. Take the breath way up toward the fingertips. See if you can take it past. When you're ready for an exhale, bend into those elbows and try and draw them back a little bit past your heart. It may take a few breaths here. Inhale, float up. Exhale, bend into the elbows, open up the front of the heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, bend into those elbows. And then we'll take a gentle twist over to the right. So one palm's gonna come in front, one in back. And it's a nice gentle twist. Remember, we're softening and relaxing. That's the theme today. So resist the urge to crank into the deepest twist you've ever been in. Let the neck become long. Invite the shoulders away from the ears. Beautiful. On your next inhale, slowly work your way back to center. Fingertips go up overhead. Exhale, bend into those elbows. Nice. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend into the elbows. Oh yeah, feel that heart open. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend into the elbows, and then a gentle twist in the opposite direction. See if you can soften into this next exhalation. It's that out breath that helps you release, let go. Beautiful. Another breath here. And then inhale, return to center. On your exhale, this time you're going to take those palms behind you, interlace your fingertips, drop the shoulders away from the ears, lift up through the heart, and then melt your heart forward. So work on getting your palms away from your back, not over your hip, over your head. Just melting forward. Doesn't matter how far down you go. Lengthen through the neck, point the crown of the head forward. Breathe, unclench the jaw. Softening, relaxing. Beautiful. And then inhale, rise all the way up. Release the fingertips, shoulder rolls forward and back, letting it go. And then switching the cross of your legs. Palms come to the lap or to the knees once again. A few seated cat-cows here. Yeah, close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. Feel the breath move in and out. That breath connecting you to this moment. And then the heart comes to rest over the hips. Beautiful. Inhale, fingertips float out and up. Really stretch those fingertips nice and long. And then float the palms behind you. Interlace the fingertips once again, opposite thumb on top this time. And then with the connected palms, bring those palms over to the right waist. Good. Sit up nice and tall. Draw the elbows toward one another so your front of your heart remains open. Drop chin to chest. And then roll that right ear over toward the shoulder. Roll it back to center, over toward the shoulder. Do that a couple of times until you eventually let it come to rest toward the shoulder. Stretching out the opposite side of the neck. Breathe into that space. And maybe a little movement of the chin helps. Just exploring, personalizing in any way that feels good for you. Some of these moments here when I noticed, I didn't even realize I was holding energy there. Good. So slowly begin to draw that chin back to the chest. Bring the palms behind you. Take an inhale here, lift up through the heart, and then exhale a forward fold. Again, you're working on getting those palms away from you, not over your head. Opening up the front of the heart, stretching through the shoulders and the neck. Nice, and then inhale, come all the way back up with those palms still touching. Bring them over to the opposite side. Elbows draw together, spine is nice and long, heart is lifted. And then exhale, chin to chest. And draw that left ear over toward the shoulder, back to center a couple of times until it comes to rest over on the left. So lots of ways to explore here. You can move the chin a little bit. You can begin to really bring those elbows together. And perhaps maybe you'll discover where you're holding something you didn't even know you were holding. Got a couple more breaths here, guys. Beautiful. And then draw the chin back to the chest. Palms come behind you. Release the palms. Bring them to your knees or to your lap. Lift the head. A couple shoulder rolls forward and back. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then just take a few moments here to work your way to your meditation posture. So this is a great meditation to do reclined if that works for you. You can also do it with legs up on the wall. If you're comfortable seated, if that's your preferred posture, that's great too. Move yourself up against a wall. Add any sort of props or layers that you need to support you. In meditation, the body temperature starts to drop a little bit, so feel free to put on socks or cover up or cover yourself up with a blanket. I'll give you a few moments to get there. Remove any glasses that you have on your face, just set them to the side. Really spend some time here setting yourself up so you're comfortable. You want to remain alert. You don't necessarily have to see me, you just need to be able to hear me. So you may have to play with your props a little bit till you get nice and comfortable. And then when you get there, close the eyes and then just take a few moments here to breathe. Yeah, when was the last time somebody told you, hey, just take a few moments here to breathe? Relax the jaw here. Separate the teeth, but keep the lips gently touching. And breathe in and out through your nose. Let go of any external energy. If you hear footsteps, a TV in the background, press the little pause button on your thoughts. And soften. Soften again. So sink into this still center and receive the body's wisdom. Drink it all in. Feel everything. Breathe until sensations rise in a wave. Feelings maybe you've pushed away until now. Maybe they've bubbled to the surface and are taking center stage. Dare to feel them. Notice your thoughts, a parade of stories, needs and dreams that move past you in a storyline. Soften. Relax. A deep connected breath sends this message. All is well. So can you let go of our masks, armors that we've put on to protect ourselves, maybe even letting a little crack of light in. All is well. This moment is unfolding, whole, unique, felt, and seen. Dare to allow yourself to drift to this center of the body's wisdom, this deep connected breath that tells us all is well. Now turning your attention to your breath. Take an inhale through your right arm, as if you're filling up your entire right arm with your breath. The arm gets bigger and bigger, clearing out whatever needs to be cleared out. And feel your right arm breathe in and out. Now take your breath into your left arm, as if your left arm is inhaling completely, exhaling completely. Just the left arm. Take the breath into the fingertips, the palm, the shoulders, the entire left arm. Now take your breath into your right leg. Feel the knee, the ankle, the toes, all filled with breath. Inhaling completely, exhaling completely. Inhale through your left leg. Fill it completely up with breath. You actually feel that the left leg is expanding on the inhale, softening on the exhale. Moving with the wave of the breath here. Take the breath into your hips. You know, those tiny little crevices of the hip joint. Breathe in and out. And then take the breath into your upper body. And then as if you're breathing three-dimensionally, feel the sides of your waist expand, the belly, the back. And then soften on the exhale. Just envision the whole upper body expanding on the inhale, collapsing on the exhale. Now, let your entire body breathe. So your entire body gets bigger on the inhale, expanding, 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 and then softening on the exhale. Fill your entire body up with breath, all the way down into your fingers, your toes, the tips of your ears, the tip of your head. Soften on the exhale. Feel the breath extend into the tip of the nose, the back of the neck, into those little crevices, those little spaces that we don't even think about sometimes. Fill your entire body up with breath. And then release completely. Soften, soften. Sink into this still center and receive the body's wisdom. Drink it in and feel everything. Breathe until sensations rise in a wave, feelings you may have pushed away until now. Notice the parade of stories, needs, and dreams that move past you. Relax. A deep connected breath sends this message. All is well. This moment unfolding, whole, unique, felt, and seen. And then just take a couple of 3 more full breaths from this place. All is well. This message of this connected breath, this moment unfolding just before us right now, unique, whole. When you're ready, begin to invite a little movement back into your body, wiggling fingers, toes, a stretch, a rock of the head from side to side, anything that feels perfect for you. And then gently giving yourself a hug, rolling over to the right side. Stay here for a breath or 2. And then use your arm strength to lift you up to a comfortable seat. When you get there, give yourself a few shoulder rolls forward and back. And then bring the palms to the heart. Take an inhale here, and on your exhale, drop chin to chest. Softly bow into your hands, your heart, and your internal light. All is well. Thank you for joining me for this meditation, and from my heart to yours I bow. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. See you next time on the mat.